Good morning, guys. So I've had my bees for about a week. I picked them up last Saturday, and this is my first mini inspection. I don't want to get into it too much, so I just wanted to check and see how they were going. So you'll see I removed the top lid and the top cover. I'm taking out those other frames that I put in, and they're not really using them. You can see that they're on them, but I just ordered some beeswax. I'm going to re-wax them, which should help them draw out the comb easier. So I'm just kind of taking a look at those frames. You can tell that they are lighter than the frames in the middle. The frames in the middle are what the bees came in originally. So now I'm going to check one of the outer new frames that the bees came in, just to kind of see how that one is going, getting it up really gently. They put some sort of layer of something where they're kind of sticky, so you need to kind of be careful. I'm not trying to smush any of the bees, and once again, just trying to figure out what the heck I'm looking at. I'm still pretty new here. So this looks like a frame that is currently being drawn out. I didn't do an inspection where I was looking for the queen, so I didn't see any larvae. I didn't see any new baby bees. I currently am in contact with the person who I purchased the bees from to get a little bit more advice on this, but I took it up to the sun to see if I could get a better look. This one is now going back in, super gently, getting it back in there, trying not to squish anybody, even though it's inevitable sometimes. And now this frame that I'm going to pull out next is actually really exciting for me. It might not look like much when I pull it up to show you guys, but this is pretty cool. So this is one of the more middle frames. Bees tend to work from the inside out, so the middle frames will get fuller faster, so that's normally where the good stuff is. So once again, kind of just getting in here, prying it out. It's kind of hard to work when you've got these gloves on, although I would not change it because your girl is not trying to get stung right now, even though that makes you a real beekeeper, as I was told. I'll stay fake for a little while. So anyways, I think I ran away for a second because I was making them angry. I didn't smoke them today, which maybe I should have, maybe I shouldn't have. They were okay though. They were just, doing their thing, buzzing around. You can kind of see them flying around in the camera, but trying to pry this guy out. I promise it didn't feel like it was taking me this long in person, but once you guys see this one, this is going to be pretty exciting. So you can see all of the bees, or a ton of them, are on there. So that back section, they're currently working through and capping off. Now I'm about to go look at it and take it to the sun. When the sun glares on it, you can get a little bit of a better visual of what you're actually looking at. So that when I bring it back to the camera in a couple of seconds, I think right here, this is capped honey. It doesn't look like it, but if you were to stick your finger in there, honey would start coming out. So then those little open holes, they are currently capping. So we have honey, guys. The honeybees are doing their thing, which is so exciting. So I'm just kind of gazing in awe at that again. Look at all that capped honey. How beautiful. They are just working away. It is beautiful weather here right now, a little on the hot side, but I really think that they're flourishing with everything that is around us. Bees fly between 3 and 5 miles away from their home, so they're getting flowers, pollen, pollinating all over the place around where we live. So once again, just kind of putting everything back. And now that I showed you guys that was basically my most exciting part. I will end the voice over here, but I am just going to put this frame back. I will start putting the lid back on, and the bees will be left to do their thing for the rest of the day. Thanks so much for watching. I am not a pro by any means. I am going to need tons of advice. I am in tons of Facebook groups, reading tons of books, watching tons of YouTube videos, but this is a super exciting journey for me. And if anyone is considering this, I really highly recommend. It's so cool. It's nothing like I've ever done before. Here I am closing back up the box, and happy Saturday, guys. We have honey. So I just checked on my bees after having them. Oops, sorry, glasses are falling down. Just checked on my bees after having them for a week to see how they are doing. I need to text or call the person that I got them from, because they're not quite moving through the new frames how I would like them to. They're pretty set on the 5 frames that they came in. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do to make those other frames more enticing. But other than that, I feel like it was a pretty good first inspection. This suit is hilarious, but it's getting the job done, and knock on wood, no stings yet. So apparently I'm not a real beekeeper until I've had some stings, so I'm okay with being a fake one for a little while. I did not smoke them. They weren't super thrilled, but they still were kind of minding their own business. So successful week 1 hive inspection.